Hey everyone, it's Chris Texer. Let's play another game of the Settlers of Catan. We're in the one spot. Let's take a look at this board. All right, not a lot of ore on here. We do have a corner over here, but there is no 695 on this board. What else is available? Wheat's going to be a little tougher on this one. Not a ton of it. Brick's going to be in relative abundance. There's some ports here. 954, it actually does look kind of nice. There's a 6511 as well. This ore is going to be a problem here too. Now, this is all going to be a bit tricky in terms of how we get stuff. Sheep's also actually kind of rare here. Tough, guys. This is a tough spot to be in first. Oof. Man. I'm gonna hope for the best here. I'm gonna go with. Oof. I'm gonna go with this 6. I'm gonna go with this. It was a very last minute change. I'm gonna go with the 6511. The ore is rare. I'm gonna hope maybe I can pick up some wheat on the turn somewhere else. Pretty risky spot though. I was going to go for this 843, but I just had some, I don't know why. My gut just said, don't go there at the last minute. Don't go there at the last minute. So that's why I decided to do it. Interestingly enough, I decided to take the most sheep here, which is interesting. So we're playing a heavy sheep game at the moment. Hoping other people realize that sheep are rare and maybe try to go prioritize them. Now there is like this 9-5-10. That was another strong contender. I did like that. Unfortunately, because we're picking first, we had to be very careful. So I think this is right. I think it's unlikely anybody goes on this 6-11-12 or this 6-4-11. I think this is more likely, or this, which should cannibalize one of those spots. But if this gets taken, that will probably be available. So we'll have to see. Could be a world for us, maybe down here. I think that's really what we're hoping for. We're hoping that we can maybe grab something in this vicinity. With some ore, some sheep, some wheat, and some brick. Something down here. Because if not, we're in a bit of a tough position just because of the way the resources are. Like, I think this gets taken for sure. I think that gets taken for sure. Yeah, it's just very interesting. Maybe I F this up. We'll see. I'm still a little sleepy from my red-eye flight earlier today. Again, I'm filming this on Saturday morning. This is like, well, it just turned Saturday. It's like 12:30 a.m. So, I'm still kind of awake. Should be sleeping here from my red eye flight earlier. I still barely talk. A lot going on actually this week. I got Tosca. I do sing opera, and we're doing Tosca coming up. So our rehearsals for that start this weekend, which is very exciting. Looking forward to that. Obviously, I am back in Florida, which is nice, so I can actually go back to playing frisbee and doing some of that fun stuff, which I love to do, and play Catan with you guys, which I enjoy very much, of course. Okay, so the 963 goes. Well, they're going to get a nice spot. Look at that. So they're going to be oralist, but I think that's fine. They have a really strong position to move around, get some stuff. Real strong there. Okay, they decide to go 9-10-2. Interesting. 9-10-2 there. This is just a very fascinating series here, because again, there's a lot of potential spots for us, right? Some is just going to depend what's open. Because if this is open, right, maybe this isn't open, we can just go here, try to force ourselves into a settle. It's all a little risky. This 10-5 could potentially be very nice. Yeah, there's some interesting spots here. There's a lot of there's a lot of wheat nearby, which is encouraging, just in case we do get stuck in here. Because this is one of the problems with this settlement being first is we're kind of far away from any ports, so we're gonna need some brick if we're gonna go that route to get any. Yeah, I'm not loving our first pick, to tell you the truth. I think my instinct was actually pretty wrong here. And again, I think this was just like a last minute thing because I was a little indecisive on where to go. I think if I had to do it over, these 843s were nice. Maybe I actually would have taken this 9510. I think that might have been better. Ooh, so they go bye bye. Okay, well, that is interesting. That them leaving isn't fantastic, but it gives them a lot of wheat and a potential trade partner for us. So I'm actually going to go here. We're going to point to the left. And I'm very curious if I can't get some of that wheat early on. Because, man, they're going to have some. And if we can get it, that'll be a big deal. So I'm willing to trade this for that wheat. See if we can get it. I was hoping maybe they'd give it to us. They did not. Computer still might be game here. We'll have to see. They take it, and I will take it from them. So we'll get it from a human player. That is fine with me. Makes sense that they would want to do that, actually, since they're pretty close to getting... Let's see what actually happened. A wood, okay. Yeah, I like that. Because if with this wheat now, this really opens up this 31110 for us, which could be really useful. And we need to get here. We need to get here before this guy. So we're in a little bit of a crunch. Thankfully, well, I don't know about thankfully, we're really going to struggle to get here fast. So we really need to get here. Those 8s are not helping. So we can't get here. This is a problem. Thankfully, they're looking for ore at the moment, which is nice. Yeah, we need to get here, and that is a definite concern. Let's see what yellow actually does. Yeah, I'm not loving what we did here. But I think maybe we can get saved. Oh, he holds it 9 cards? Wow. That's a shocker. Amazingly, we don't get anything. We'll hold. Not loving this. I'm hoping for a 7. 11. We'll take the ore here. No. Gonna hold on that. I would consider giving this away for some other goodies. Because again, my concern is getting here. That's really my only concern at this point, is getting to this 3, 10, 11. Everything else, honestly, don't care. All right, we get the wood. So we're like halfway there. Or for those 2 things. Now, normally I actually wouldn't mind maybe even doing something like that, assuming we could get another wheat, but we don't have it. We'll see what this guy winds up doing. Man, oh man, oh man, do I need to get here? We will see what happens. It's like playing with fire in our situation. Because God, this is risky. If we don't get this, we're in deep trouble. So we are hoping. A 7. All right. Well, that actually helps a little bit because I think it's unlikely that they can plow over here now, but I think they steal from us because we had the 11 roll. Wouldn't be surprised if they do. And we're willing to deal that ore. I want that ore for stuff. So we'll see. We'll see actually where this goes. Oh, solo block and brown. Okay. Look at this. All right, interesting. He decides to go for the card here. Okay. All right. Well, we're in a fight for our life here. What can I give for this? wheat. How about this? If I can get it. Interesting. About this. Don't think we're gonna get it here. It's so rare. All right. Well, we're gonna build one. Ooh, man. 11. Look at this. All of a sudden we got something to spare. Um, yeah, I'll take it. That's a city for us, which is actually kind of awesome. Assuming we can swing it. So they've got 2 wood. Okay. They're lacking the other stuff. Don't need it. I mean, we're desperate for this. I need a 9 and I need a 6. Another 11. Wow. What a Christmas miracle here, man. I'm gonna brick. Nope, didn't get it. Okay, let's roll. Oh, of course. Ah, what a bummer. That sucks. Okay, well, we had all the leverage there, but now, unfortunately, it all goes down the drain. Ah, man, it sucks. Okay. Gonna do that. Don't love it. Where do we go here? I'm actually gonna go hit. I'm gonna hit this 4. See if I can't get that wheat back. We do. Man. Sucks. All right. Ah, God. That sucks. Man, I don't know why I'm playing so like timidly right now. I feel very slow, very timid. That helps. I don't need the wood. This is the thing. I need the damn brick. You know, I could give 1 for 1, but at this point, I want to make sure I get this. That's helping me slow this guy down. Maybe I should have robbed from him, but I wanted that extra wheat. Ah, man. These 11s have been like a godsend early on, and unfortunately, who knows how often they're going to roll. That's kind of the scary part. So, like, I need this, and I need this now. We're not getting it. So I desperately need this 9 to roll, which has not happened so far. So, yeah, tough game here, risky game. Very, very risky on our part playing like this. But we did this to ourselves, building in the middle, because, man, scary. Don't know what the computer's up to. All right, computer passes. That's good. 2. It's good for Brown. They get a card. Did they play a knight here? They might. Oh, they do. Where does it go? On the 8 again? All right. All right, another sheep for us. We'll take it. We're at 7. That's fine. But this is getting dicey. Uh-oh. See, that's not good. I think unless we can get this, we're in deep trouble. What can I get for this? I'm just gonna see what we can get. I just don't think anyone has it. This is the problem. Oh, this is killing me, guys. This is just not good at all. All right. Shoot. All right, gonna buy a card. Man. 12, no help. Again, prefer to keep the thing. I know we can get that trade whenever, right, from this guy. And again, I expect the 6 to roll, but the problem is if it rolls, we're dead because he just builds this and we're done. So very scary. I cannot rely on it. It's very, very scary. I mean, for us, I think the block becomes this 6. We have to slow them. Have to slow them down somehow. But if a 6 or a 9 roll on their turn, oh, it's not good. I really hate that. Like, we put ourselves in a bad position, and man, we're paying for it here. So, pretty rough. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Man. And I think we misplayed earlier, too. I think we obviously could have had a city, but we decided to keep the sheep for whatever reason. Maybe that wasn't the right move. All right, no 9s or 6 yet. That is a good question. Don't make enemies, man. Let's see what rolls. Fate is in our hands here. Another 8. Okay, we catch a break there. I'm going to play the knight. I'm going to hit the 6. I'm going to hit you. Get a wheat, which is nice. We roll. We get a 9. Okay. Can I get that wood? Yes, we can. We are going to survive. Oh, wow. We just survived that. What a break. We needed that, and we got it. So that's a huge deal. I love the computer's road here. That's very helpful. Oh, okay. So all of a sudden, things are looking up a little bit. We got our 9. We got our 10. We're able to stop him from expanding to our 310. Maybe he was never going to come here, but man, he could have gone here, which would have been even worse if he'd gone to the 3, 11, 12. So we lucked out. We definitely lucked out. Where do we go here? I'm gonna hit this 4. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you. We get the wood, which is nice. I think we just go north to this 3-for-1 port, to tell you the truth. I think that's where we go. Let's keep it going. All right, all of a sudden, we're alive, which is honestly kind of amazing. I was not expecting to be alive. Love that 11, man. That 11 is hot. That thing is keeping us alive. No. I can do that trade probably anytime I want. I think it's worth maybe waiting to see if we can get another wheat. No. We'll see. Maybe that's a mistake to pass that up, but it's okay. I'm going to risk it. Whew, man, stressful. Probably going to want to hit one of these 8s eventually, and this 5 is definitely going to become a contender at some point. He gets this port, actually. That could get a little scary. I think the 6 is the main block. If we can swing it. Can I get a wheat for a sheep? We get one. All right. I'm going to take it. And we're going to city up on that. We take this city because of the wheat, right? I think the wheat's more useful. Somehow, we are in the lead, which, gotta be honest, was not expecting that. Amazingly, shockingly, we're probably the front runners for the road at the moment. And also maybe even the front runners for the army, which again is all pretty shocking. A lot of that has to do with these 11s. Those 11s have really helped us out. If they keep rolling and we can get up to this 9-12, then I think we've got a chance here. This 6 has not rolled very much, which has kind of hurt us out, but also it really kept us alive. If this yellow player had that 6 roll, I don't think we would have had a chance at getting this thing. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, our next priority definitely is 912. And if we can swing it, maybe get to the 1112. This port's not going to be great, but it's going to be better than nothing. And then it's road. Yeah. So I think we have a pretty obvious kind of strategy. We're going to try to do both army and road. It's going to be a little tough. I think the road's quite doable because again, we have a pretty nice infrastructure for the road, which is obviously a big plus here. We have a ton of sheep, which maybe we can use. Now this guy might beat us to it, but that's fine. So let's see, man. What a funny. It's funny how games like this are, right? It's like you put a really risky first settlement, which you really regret, and then you build a second settlement, which you're like, okay, this in theory works, but to do it, we have to get here and beat this guy. Uh, so it was very theoretical. It has worked. Now the question is whether or not we can actually close in and finish the deal. So not obvious here. This is such a funny map. Yeah, this one threw me for a bit of a loop here. Hopefully JJ Loves Sheep is still playing. When these turns get a little long like this, and we haven't seen any rolls, it obviously makes me wonder. Especially since they're in a pretty good position, right? There's really no reason for them to quit. They get this port, like that's pretty nice, right? Especially off a wheat port, man. I'd love that much wheat that I could run a wheat port. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like they're gonna have a turn. We'll see if maybe it's a temporary one turn thing. That happens sometimes. Again, people are on their phones, on their apps sometimes when they play on here. Not everyone's on a computer like we are. 12. Nothing doing. Okay, let's roll. 4. Can we get a wood for a sheep maybe? Let's see. I'll say this, for as rare as I thought sheep are going to be, they've been pretty common, at least for us. I'm going to do this. I just want to make sure I don't get plowed to the wood. I'm fine with doing that in this case. I think that's fine. That lack of brick is starting to be a bit annoying. I feel like this guy, if this is a mono, I think you wait for this 11 roll and steal it from us. I don't think we can hold ore for very long because of their rarity. Like there's this 2 and this 5, right? So I do like our little ore mountain land in the middle here, but we're just gonna need the rolls. Gonna need the rolls to support that. Oh man, kind of a sleepy game, right? I mean, I'm like, hey, with Butterbean and New Pariona. Okay. Well, now that at least we're back, I'm going to try to spend some time this weekend and this week to finish the desert video that I've been talking about for a while. I really want to get some other content that's not gameplay content out there for you guys. So that is on my priority list. Ooh, he hits us on the 11. Interesting. That's a little harsh. Solo blog and Sarah. I mean, it is very powerful. I give them that. But we're a lot. I mean, I hope it doesn't roll here. Wouldn't that be a dagger? It just rolls. You're like, oh. Yeah. I guess yellow's not around. This is going to turn into a 2-person game here. And honestly, kind of like our position if it does. Now, he does have better road building than I do. It's not like way better, but that 8's been rolling like gangbusters, and this 6 is not. So there has been that advantage. But honestly, we've been doing okay with the hand we've been dealt. Made a couple good trades, so it's been working out. Yeah, it's going to become a one-on-one match here real soon between us and Butterbean. So real curious to see if we can take advantage of that. So, all right. Well, waiting and seeing. Yeah, anyway, I do want to produce some more content that's not gameplay for you guys. That's going to be some more shorts, maybe some funny little stuff, maybe another placement video. I really want to improve those because I really do want to do more placement videos. I like placement videos. I think they're fun. I think they're interesting. I think my first one was a bit of a learning experience. Yeah. Oh, okay. Or I guess the server just decided to die. Yeah. So that happened. Great. Well, I guess we won. Fantastic. It's a bit of a low blow. Honestly, I did like our position there. I think we actually had a decent chance to win this game. And a lot of that stemmed from, just getting that 10 wheat. Even though it was only rolled once, we only really needed it to roll a couple times. These 10 11s, if it rolled, I think we're in really good shape there, especially once we get that wood port in the 6. Really, we did this without like any 6s or 10s. And we got 4 points in the lead in strong position for the road and the army. So overall, I did like our position there. Didn't like our position at all in the beginning, but it improved gradually over time. So, hey, it happens sometimes. The game just decides to quit on you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.